Hello friends, in this video we're once again setting off on a journey with the Sicis factory. In a world obsessed with minimalism, they continue to insist that design should be visible, not through excess, but through its own unique identity. And this season, the Sicis invites us into 4 aesthetic worlds, 4 different eras. These are the Parisian Belle Époque, Milan's Italian Rationalism, Dubai's Mashrabiya, and also Shinden in Tokyo. Shinden is the aesthetic of the sleeping quarters in the aristocratic estates of Japan. The sofas and armchairs from the Seren collection feature generous and voluminous proportions. The Trigono plain cream fabric is highly expressive, while the base is crafted from solid oak with a grey matte finish. The aesthetic of the armrest refers back to the traditions of Japanese craftsmanship. Here you'll find an armchair, a 4-seater sofa, and also a sofa with a chaise longue. This arrangement is complemented by Siam coffee tables of varying heights and diameters, and it's worth paying special attention to the top of the large table. It is made from Vetrite, the integration of tessera mosaic using the artistic undercutting technique. Lighting in this space is provided by a table lamp and a floor lamp, both also from the Siam collection. The lampshades, just like the legs of the tables, are designed as an allusion to bamboo, and tying the whole composition together is an oval rug, also featuring a typical Eastern pattern. The Sinden Skuri dining area is organised around the tip table. It has very interesting legs. They are made of metal with a bronze finish and have a striking handcrafted texture. On top sits an extremely lightweight glass top table with a very unusual pattern. Around the table are the new Leo chairs. They also have very interesting upholstery. The seat and backrest are finished in textured fabric, and on the back of the chair we can also see woven leather. This entire composition is set against a bronze-toned panel with a distinctive pattern made from vitrite, and above the table, katana lamps hang down on leather straps. This composition is complemented by shelving units. The structure is made from lacquered black metal with brass inserts. On the wall behind the shelves, there's a recognizable image of a girl in glasses, and the wall itself is finished with wallpaper also from the Sicis collection. And the ceiling here is simply stunning. Once again, this is an artistic mosaic with an Eastern motif featuring gold smelty. The main novelty is the Mirai collection, which means future in Japanese. The sofas and armchairs have a very distinctive design approach. The forms look like horizontal layers of fabric stacked on top of each other, like silk in motion. The backs are decorated with throws that closely resemble the aesthetics of Japanese kimonos. Next to them is a group of Leon tables. The tabletops are made from Calicut gold marble with platinum mosaic inlays. The bases are finished in a matte grey ash lacquer. On either side of the Mirai sofa arrangement are 2 small dining areas. On the left is a table called radice, which means roots. And here we can clearly see these roots in the base of the table. This round table is accompanied by chairs from the Siam collection. Well, after all, we're still within the Japanese aesthetic, and I really like the round rug made from natural marble with a delicate inlay of ginkgo leaves across its surface. In the second Tokyo dining area, there's something new, a chair called Enso, with a metal frame shaped like Japanese swords dressed in samurai kimono. The orbit table has a very unusual base made of polished stainless steel. I really like how the reflection of the rug, made from marble with vitrite in this space, changes and plays. And as for the top itself, it's also made from Vetrite with a marble texture. The next world is Mashrabiya. Mashrabiya are traditional Arabic lattice screens that filter light and create a complex play of shadows. The central piece in the living area is the modular Zeno sofa in a deep blue shade. The base is made of leather while the seats are upholstered in fabric. And of course there are added velour cushions and accents in the form of cushions with golden tessera. Complementing the sofa arrangement are orbital tables with polished brass frames and tablet tops made of golden mirror and Vetrite. This same graphic motif is echoed by the composition of gemma light fixtures arranged on the ceiling. Here we see both gemma round, which are circles, and gemma ring. The overall colour scheme in shades of blue brings a freshness that is so lacking in the hot climate of Dubai. I really like it when several rugs are used in one space, and here there are two absolutely identical ones, but made using different techniques. Here we see not only the pattern, but also the texture, and in the living room area, this optical texture is created with the help of a mosaic rug. This is an entirely new design, I haven't seen it before. It also looks rather fresh. Just 4 shades combined, what a striking pattern. And I must say, the wall panel is also very striking. The Eastern beauty, unlike the other models, does not cover her eyes. And here it's worth noting just how detailed the Sicis mosaic artists work, because the panel has a truly photographic quality. And what a striking golden background it has. We are in the Middle East, and this same gold is used for the ceiling finish, with inlays of mirrored stars. The undertable as a base, made from aluminium segments with a very unusual surface, reminiscent of the moon. And these segments are also joined together in a very unconventional way, almost like door hinges. Against this background, the tabletop looks more minimalist, but it is not simple either. On the reverse side, it has a matte texture with a delicate, barely visible linear engraving. In a separate space, like a jewelry box, the Elysium bathroom is hidden away. Here, there are freestanding wash basins on stands made from illuminated Vetrite, and a shower cabin. It's worth paying attention here to the combination of materials and textures. The floor features a special non-slip pattern. On one side, there is an illuminated panel with a butterfly layout made from Vetrite, while the shower controls and the overhead shower itself are installed on Vetrite with a compressed texture. Sicis pays attention to absolutely every detail. Look at how striking the glass fittings to the wall appear. I never tire of repeating that. With good taste, you can combine 4, 5, even 6 different textures and finishes in one space. Look at how brilliantly the textured glass works as a backdrop for the wash basin compositions. The metallic frame of the mirror seems to incorporate this texture into the overall volume of the frame. The bath is a deep shade of green and is made from glass-tech material. It is set against a mosaic panel which is also backlit. The Sicis mosaic is ultra-thin and transparent, so it works beautifully. And opposite, we see the walk-in wardrobe, whose facades are also finished with Vetrite in various textures, echoing the wall finishes. Inside, there's a dressing table finished in leather, with enough space to store all the essentials, jewelry, cosmetics, and other ladies' necessities. The lighting scheme in this space is very intimate. Despite the lack of bright light sources, it isn't dark here. This is achieved by the backlighting of these panels made from mosaic and Vetrite, the illuminated mirror, the glowing wash basin stands, and is further complemented by decorative lighting in the form of pendants from the ballet collection. In the Italian Rationalism zone, the number one novelty is the Amara armchair. The design echoes the shape of a glass for Amaro, that very Italian herbal liqueur. The backrest opens upwards from a narrow base like a petal. The armchairs create a harmonious ensemble with the Botero modular sofa system. This is already a well-known and quite successful collection. Here it is presented in a luxurious corner arrangement. The upholstery is fairly restrained, the seat is made of fabric while the backrest is leather. And of course the decorative cushions are a perfect addition. Some feature a graphic mosaic pattern typical of Sicis. In the center there's a Mars coffee table. There's a very interesting structure. One of the petals is made entirely of wood, while the other is a combination, polished wood and curved glass. And of course, the column shaft supporting this tabletop also looks very striking thanks to its twisted texture. We're used to seeing Jupiter tables in a set, one taller, the other shorter, and this combination proved so popular with Sicis clients that they decided to create a double table straight away, with a single leg and two tablet tops of different sizes at different heights. The composition is brought together by a new rug with a very unusual pattern. It's complex. I'd even say it tells several stories at once. And last but not least, the important lighting additions are the Oscar table lamp and floor lamp. This room is a brilliant example of how elegant and restrained a space designed by Sicis can look. The second new addition in the Italian Rationalism zone is the cross table. It's rectangular, measuring 220 by 90, and the base is made from 2 blocks of ombre di Caravaggio marble, which means Caravaggio's shadow. This is a very popular type at the moment, and it pairs beautifully with the textured glass in an amber shade. Despite the monumentality of the base, it looks very light, at the same time strict. The companions to the table are the chairs. This is already a well-known model, but in this case, it is presented in a color palette typical of Italian rationalism. I think you may have already noticed that all the dining sets are placed on carpets made from mosaic and vitrite, while all the living rooms are unified by carpets made using the tufting technique. The modernist dining set is complemented by the Dalton sideboard, crafted from polished rosewood with very striking handles. They feature vitrite inlays, that one of the inlays has the same texture as the background of the girl in glasses in this area. The panel itself is installed against a wall, finished with a new wallpaper design. It's actually called Razzo. What I particularly liked was the suspended coffered ceiling, the structure of which is also made from rosewood, in this case with a matte finish, while the inlays are made from semi-transparent vitrite. Very typical graphics of Italian modernists. The petals of the Oscar lamps have completely different textures and, up close, create fascinating nuances in the play of light. The vertex table has a top made from vitrite vulcanochrome in warm earthy tones with light blue flecks. The base is made from bronze glass. The legs are angular with a crystalline structure as if growing out of the ground. The base and top blend chromatically, creating a material continuity that is rare in contemporary design. On the other side of the lounge, the axis table is placed. It also features a very striking base made from intersecting glass planes, all threaded onto a single rod bearing the brand's signature logo. The hugely successful Amaretto collection, which previously included lounge chairs, chairs and bar stools in various configurations, has now been expanded to include a sofa as well. And here, it's worth noting not only the very deep shade of green, which is a highly fashionable colour this season, it's also important to pay attention to the finish on the signature Amaretto backs. These are stylized animalistic patterns, part of the Tessera fabric collection, which echo the design of the brand's traditional artistic mosaics. And now we find ourselves in Paris during the Belle Époque, and this beautiful era is fresh, lively, and very summery. We first became acquainted with the Levague sofas and armchairs last season. Levague means waves, and as in any good interior, everything here is built quite literally on nuances. The colour palette of the upholstery is unified, but the texture of the backrest and the seat is different. I really like the little table integrated into the sofa. It's like a headland where the waves break. A couple of more small headlands have been added, featuring tabletops made using the technique of artistic mosaic. In the middle, there are low coffee tables with tablet tops of various shapes and materials, emerald vitrite and a matte lacquer in a shade of light gold, or champagne spray if you prefer. This model is interesting because it's a single structure. The carpet is made using the hand tufting technique and is called Spring Garden. As you may recall, in the Belle Époque aesthetic, plant motifs were particularly significant. And we can also see these plant motifs on the lampshades of the new chandeliers, which are called Febe. There's a combination of a classic lampshade with crystal pendants, which are more typical of grand chandeliers. The main new feature in the Belle Époque dining area is the Nexus table. The tabletop and base are made from panels of Vitrite Calaqueta natural electric marble with a chrome finish. The details of the table base are edged with a metal trim and connected to each other by a crossbar. The Nexus table is accompanied by Atena chairs. As you may remember, they have a very unusual backrest profile that flows into the leg. The seat is made from nubuck, while the back is finished with a wavy fabric. The Fluxus sideboard is practically made for the Art Nouveau aesthetic. It fits perfectly into this composition. The patterns of the new Riviera wallpaper echo the design of the sideboard handle. And of course, the Lady Odette looks absolutely at home in this interior. The stone carpet on which the dining set is placed deserves special attention. This is the updated Cosmati. Cosmati is a very well-known and highly successful collection of marble mosaics which replicates the patterns of famous Italian masters of the Middle Ages. Here we see a modern interpretation of Cosmati. Matte marble, a very restrained design, subtle inserts, a polished mosaic and iridescent glass in complete harmony with the space's aesthetic. Here it is, the true understated charm of the bourgeoisie. The Sicis is, of course, a remarkable world. With their products, you can design an interior in absolutely any style, with absolutely any mood, and most importantly, you can comprehensively furnish the interior, because Sicis has long been not just about mosaics, which of course made the company so famous, but also about providing complete solutions for all spaces and every possible interior. This includes furniture, lighting, carpets, and finishing materials for absolutely every area, crafted using various techniques that draw on historical, traditional craftsmanship, as well as modern, innovative solutions. I really like the idea with the carpets, and it's wonderful that Sicis doesn't forget its roots. They continue to develop their portfolio in mosaics and marble, and of course in the ultra-technological material Vetrite. I think this is worth paying attention to. If you agree, give it a like, write something nice, and of course share this video with your mates. I think each of us could do with a bit more colour in our lives.